If you're watching this, you've probably heard the news. Trump's just made a move that's shaking up not only the US market but also the entire world of crypto. And trust me, this isn't just a headline. This is a game changer. The question is, how is this going to impact the US market? And more importantly, how will it hit crypto? Let's break it down. Trump's latest move, the game changer. Trump isn't just making headlines for the sake of it. His latest move, whether it's insert specific action, for example, introducing new tariffs on foreign goods or implementing stricter crypto regulations, is more than just political posturing. It's financial warfare. The markets are already reacting to this new policy, and it's not just affecting stocks, it's hitting crypto hard too. We're talking about huge moves in traditional markets, the S&P 500 taking a hit, and cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum following suit. And here's the truth. This won't just blow over. It will shape the next phase of this financial crisis, both in traditional stocks and in crypto. Why Trump's move is different. What makes this move stand out isn't just the boldness of the policy itself, it's the ripple effect it's sending through every corner of the financial world. For crypto, this move could accelerate regulation. If Trump pushes through new laws aimed at regulating digital assets, we're talking about a massive loss of freedom for investors. And here's the kicker. The more regulation there is, the less attractive crypto becomes for retail and institutional investors. And here's the kicker. If taxes on digital currencies increase, expect to see a massive sell-off as traders scramble to avoid the tax burden. It's a recipe for disaster if you're not ready. US market reactions. Volatility at its peak. Meanwhile, the US stock market is in full swing. The Dow Jones and Nasdaq are seeing some serious volatility. Investors are reacting and fleeing. The fear is palpable, and that's driving people to liquidate their holdings to mitigate losses. But here's where it gets tricky. As traditional assets take a dive, where do investors turn? Historically, they've turned to crypto as a safe haven in times of uncertainty. But right now, crypto is looking just as volatile as traditional markets. This double whammy, where both the stock market and crypto are on shaky ground, is creating a perfect storm for those who are unprepared. The uncertainty is spreading across both markets. Crypto's short-term collapse, the flight to safety effect. Here's the ugly truth. When traditional markets collapse, cryptos tend to follow. They're not immune to the chaos. In fact, right now, crypto is in freefall as the flight to safety effect kicks in. But here's the problem. Crypto is usually seen as a high-risk, high-reward asset. So when the market is uncertain, traders tend to run scared. And if Bitcoin is dropping, Ethereum follows. And all those altcoins you've been eyeing, they're getting crushed too. What happens then? Investors start fleeing crypto, just like they did with stocks. It's a cycle of panic and sell-offs that can send prices into a tailspin. Strategies to survive the chaos. Now, let's talk survival. Because this isn't just about understanding the chaos, it's about surviving it, and making smart moves in a time when everyone else is panicking. First, cut your losses early. If you're in the red, don't let the hope of a bounce fool you. Protect your capital. Sometimes getting out is the smartest thing you can do when volatility is this high. Second, diversify your investments. Don't put all your eggs in the crypto basket. If you're heavily invested in one asset class, now might be the time to pivot to low-risk, safe haven assets like bonds or defensive stocks. Third, hedge against volatility. Use stablecoins or other instruments to mitigate the swings in the market. Diversify your crypto portfolio with coins that are less volatile, or use derivatives like options to protect your downside risk. And finally, stay calm. This is where most people go wrong. They get emotional. If you want to survive these turbulent times, you need to stay level-headed, stick to your strategy, and not let the market's panic dictate your moves. So, what's next? Will the US market stabilize? Or will this be the beginning of another market crash? And more importantly, will crypto continue to follow traditional markets? Or will it decouple in a way that could finally make it a real alternative? The truth is, no one can predict the future. But Trump's move has set the stage for one of the most volatile financial environments we've seen in years. And the question remains, will you be ready for the storm? There's no sugarcoating it. The next few months could be brutal for traders who aren't prepared. The market is already reeling from Trump's latest policy move, and if crypto follows in the same direction as the stock market, it could be a rough ride. But if you play your cards right, diversify, stay informed, and stay ahead of the curve, there's still money to be made in this market. Make sure you're ready. Protect your assets. If you found this analysis valuable, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're always one step ahead of the next big move.